It's a late model 94 Chevy. Fixing the frame mounts on the front here. A couple things to do. We got to get ready. Engines at the engine builder right now. Got a new radiator support going. As you can see, we got a bunch of parts here ready to go in. It's been a long time coming. I got a bunch of parts over about a 2-month period. Got intercooler piping, and we got a blow-through hat and TBI setup. We're gonna blow this through the intake right through the TBI unit. They did have this old TBI on here. It's got smaller diameter bores. They're like 1 5/8". They aren't really adequate for airflow, and plus we're putting some bigger injectors. And this one right here is off of 91, and I've outfitted it with AN lines. Don't know if the light's good. Yeah, you can see there. I had to hog out the back. I'm using some software by this guy. I guess he retrofits this setup. He puts a board inside the computer, and it's by Dynamic EFIs, and it's called EBL Flash II. You can run different monitors in here, and you can data log and do that right through the laptop. There's a port that they have you put in the glove box right here. It's basically a headphone jack. You just tie into the regular whip. It's right here. There's 3 wires that go in, and it reads information from your laptop right into the computer. Got the pillar gauges here. This truck was never outfitted with a tach, and it actually came from Canada, so you can see it says 140 right there, but it's actually kilometers an hour and miles per hour on the outside, and small print. It's something they do with Canadian trucks. But yeah, we got wideband, boost, and tack up on the pillar. We're gonna get them hooked up once we get everything done. But keeping the intercooler in the truck, keep it out of harm's way. But yeah, we got the rest of the stuff up the engine builder. Pulled crank and camshaft right there. No more of any use, but we got it's just a eBay knockoff turbo. It's a GT45 size wheel in it, and then they give you these cheesy headers here, but you know, and then the knockoff water-cooled wastegate by Tile. And then believe it or not, all these clamps I'm going to use maybe like 2 out of the kit. The kit was sold on eBay. They sell it for like $900, and using that in combination with some eBay aluminum heads, and then fuel, we're going to go all AN fittings. And then here's fuel pressure sensors. We're actually going to screw these into each port on the fuel regulators, and we're not even using these other manual gauges that just give a readout and you can see it, and you can adjust the fuel pressure from there. But we're actually going to screw a sensor right in there and be able to data log the fuel pressure. But and we got oil cooler. It's just going to screw onto the filter housing and be able to keep the oil temps down. Be feeding a lot of heat into the oil due to you know, it cools it here with the, along with the lubrication from the motor. You get AN10 fitting with these kits, and then another hose which we actually put the T on here. What it does is this part screws into the engine block, and then you get oil to the turbo through this one. Then your old gauge goes right in here. We're going to put all new sensors and everything when we do it, but MSD, boost timing control. Not sure if I'm going to use this because the EBL will do knock retard once it sees boost. If there's any knock, it'll back the timing out right in the computer, so we might not even use that. But I've had friends say that it should be up there pretty good. We're gonna see if we can bring it to drag week. If we get up high enough horsepower and we run out of fuel in the injectors in the throttle body there, they're supposed to be 90 pound per hour injectors, but this split second unit should be able to add extra fuel if we need it. And then we got these injectors. They're actually a kind of a rare item from what I could take out of the deal, and we've actually bought them from this company, and it was kind of a hard deal to come by, but let's see if I can find them. They're in here. Not seeing them, but yeah, these injectors, they're pretty kick-ass. They're a threaded injector. Let's see, pull this over here. Yeah, all my fittings, a bag full of hands and a tee, so we can tee off, get fuel pressure for our other stuff. But I can't find them right now, but oh, here's one of the heads on it. That goes right on top of the injector, sits down on it, gives it the fuel. But see if I can dig up an injector. Here we are. It's got threads on it. I don't know if you can see it. It's threaded. Then the hat goes on top of it, and this little hat, you put the clip on it, and then the split second, it actually it has the plugs on it, right on it, for fuel injector feeds for the power. You can see them here. Then we'll just plug right into these things, and we'll be able to tell it when to fire the injector. And yeah, it's a good start. But got a high output coil from Summit Racing. They're pretty cheap. You can get them for like 40 bucks. But we figured new everything, might as well have good coil to be able to fire the plugs. But that's going to be all for now, and I think we'll start giving you some updates along the way when we get some new updates. But I'm actually going to have another little project. We're going to take out this old rear suspension. You can see it's all been screwed up on the side here. It actually bent the frame rail right up under the truck right here. We're going to remove all that together, and we got another surprise that we're going to put in this. It's actually a 3/4 ton truck, so we're going to keep the 3/4 ton axles, and we're going to put airbags, and we're going to do 4 links. But we'll weld the brackets onto the rear end here. They got everything all pre-made. It's got Heim joints, and then you got the 5th link right here. You can bolt that on to the side of the frame right there. We're going to weld a bracket in for that, and then we'll weld this right here onto the rear end. But ought to be a pretty cool setup. We'll give you more updates along the way here, but thanks for tuning in. This is Holcomb's Hot Rodding. Guys, till next time, we'll see you then.